Hi, my name is Jimmy, and welcome to a new episode of Soundtrack Remake. This is the show where I reimagine the soundtrack of a game from scratch. In this video, let me walk you through my reinterpretation of the Watch Dogs soundtrack. For those who don't know this game, Watch Dogs is a dark, modern noir story set in a surveillance-heavy Chicago. You play as Aiden Pierce, a hacker and vigilante who's driven by guilt and revenge after a personal tragedy. The whole game has this cold, rainy, uneasy vibe where technology feels oppressive and you're this lone figure using the city itself to hunt people down. With that being said, I love the tone and atmosphere of the game. That led me to create 3 original tracks for this soundtrack remake, so let me show you what I've done. First, I wanted to make an atmospheric music for the city of Chicago, something that would both represent the environment as well as Aiden, but also encouraging players to slow down, take a moment to observe their surroundings. That's something that I love. When you're exploring in a game and the music slowly fades in and it makes you stop for a second and enjoy just being there, immersed in this world. And in that case, I've set my mind on this idea of having this investigation or surveillance mood for the track that would fit both the obsessive, vigilante, always on alert mindset of Aiden Pierce, but also the city itself. Cold, dark, technology is everywhere and always watching, always listening. In order to do that, I've created this sound that was reminiscent of a jazzy vibraphone, but with a synthesizer. And then I sent it into a pitched up reverse delay for an even stronger digital/hacking sensation. Finally, I've added a subtle pad in the background, but I'll let you check that in the full clip.
Hey, dude, what's the best station? She has a crazy perfect dance, all decked out in tardy heels and short dress. Pretty sweet.
Innovation will change the world.
Next, I created a track for an infiltration segment that later on turns into a combat section. I aimed for a mood that would be calculated, meticulous, and slow, but also disturbing, angry, and hectic. To begin, I've referenced the melody of the track from before, so it can smoothly transition from exploration to infiltration, using once again a synth with some similarities to something a bit more natural sounding. I've added a kick drum and a hi-hat for the infiltration, as well as an oppressing pad that fades in and out from time to time. The kick drum feels like it's dragging a hefty weight, kind of like the guilt Aiden carries, while the hi-hat has this clock ticking quality, giving a sense of urgency to act quickly. Halfway through the clip, Aiden gets spotted and enters direct combat. So I introduced a synth bass that sounded like a compressed menace. I upped the intensity on the drums, and especially the hi-hat that now has some random panning between left and right, creating a hectic, turbulent, and agitated feeling. The main melody returns as well, with a lead sound using the arpeggiated mode, although I use it not so much for the chords but to evoke an unhinged and disturbed sensation while ramping the tempo up and down. Lastly, I used a filter on every track when Aiden takes damage, as a way of stressing the importance of getting to cover. Alright, it's time to see how it all sounds together with the clip. For the final track today, I wanted to go all out for a chase sequence. It's simple. You've done something wrong, the police are after you, you jump onto a bike and you try to shake them. So my goal was to create a simple groove using drums and a synth bass that would convey a lot of energy, pretty intense and explosive. The longer the pursuit went on, the more layers I started to introduce. And so you might have noticed by now that I like contrast. So I once again brought back the main melody, but in a new version played on guitar. I would say the bass groove represents what's happening right now, but on the other hand, the melody expresses the internal thoughts of Aiden altered by this situation. Moreover, a solo pad fades in at some point that symbolizes a hope to get away and presents a new chord progression to create a variety in the track. Same as the previous track, I used some filtering on everything when you get like a slow motion effect after causing a police car to crash using your hacking tools. Then I've made variations of the music for before you get into a vehicle and drive off, and also when you're still in pursuit but the police have lost you. And also a small variation in case you fall off your ride. It's just in case. That wouldn't happen to me. I'm a pro gamer after all. Well, with that being said, let's check out the clip.
911, please state the nature of your emergency. Please, someone is firing a gun. Got a patrol car in pursuit of suspect.
Thank you for watching this video. If you played Watch Dogs before, you might have noticed that I didn't put that many thought into the hacking mechanics. I thought that was going to be the focus of this episode, but after replaying the game, I sort of realized that I liked the more up close and personal approach more than in Watch Dogs 2, for example. So I decided to focus more on the general vibe of the game, and I took inspiration from the story more than the mechanics. But that also gives me a chance to work on the hacking part in a potential future episode on Watch Dogs 2. So if you're interested, you think that's a good idea, let me know down in the comment section. If you want more videos like this, you can check out my soundtrack remake playlist. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, I leave you with the jam. Take care.